Hello friends, happy Monday to you. I am here today to share with you some of my first Sunday images, as well as this really cool rig that I'm using. I realize it doesn't look really cool, but it is, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So here's the deal. First Sunday is a time of the month, the first Sunday of the month, when I like to challenge myself to focus on the artistic side of photography rather than the technical side of photography. Typically, I will go out with something like a camera and a prime lens. I might shoot in JPEG only, switch my camera over to monochrome, and just focus on my composition or seeing things in a different way, or I'll use maybe a telephoto lens and some sort of broad landscape and focus on details, things that I just don't normally do. The whole idea is to shake things up. So that is what I'm doing today. By the way, I'm actually filming this early because as you're watching this, I am actually at Yellowstone National Park and I am making a book. I'll put a link to that information down below. Also today, members, you will have seen a video from Montana, probably, where I am sharing with you kind of some last minute packing and some extra stuff that I brought to Yellowstone, because while I did share a full gear packing video with you, there's always last minute changes. So Raymond and I did make an additional video for you. So as you're watching this, I'll put a link to Member Monday down below where we share more stuff. Okay. Let's get back to this rig, shall we? So what I've done here is that this regular looking Nikon D810 has been converted to full spectrum. The folks at Elective converted this for me. I'll link them down below. You can check them out. Basically, what full spectrum is it is allowing all of the light, the full spectrum of light, to reach my camera's sensor. Typically, your camera will have some filters over the sensor to cut down on different wavelengths of light. Those are not there anymore for me. They're taken out. So all of those wavelengths of light can get into my camera. There's even wavelengths of light that the human eye can't see that are getting into my camera. I do also have, incidentally, some lens filters, some filters that screw onto the end of my lens that will cut down on different wavelengths of light so that I can get different effects in my photos. Now, as I said before, first Sunday is typically, I focus less on technical and more on the art side. It's a little bit different this month, right? I am doing some pretty technical stuff. I'm experimenting with some pretty technical stuff here. But one of my goals in 2019 was to really expand my horizons and really get back to my roots of experimenting more. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm releasing myself from explaining the whole full spectrum thing to you. There's a lot of stuff. I will share more detailed videos in the future, but I'm not going to worry about that today. Today, I'm just going to play with my different filters with my newly converted full spectrum camera and yeah, see what kind of results that I can come up with. And then I'm also experimenting with some new photo editing software. I will be using Capture One Pro, and friends, that's it. That's pretty much all I have to say today. If you want to know more about what full spectrum is, I will link down below to a video by Ted Forbes over at The Art of Photography. He's the one that inspired this whole conversion. He had one of his cameras converted and his results were amazing. So when I met him and was talking to him about it, Raymond and I were like, we've got to do this. So anyway, he actually has a really good video on explaining kind of some of the technical side of things. Again, I will get to that, I promise, but that's going to be in the future. If you want to know right now more about it, you can see his video and check out Elective as well. If you're curious about the cost of something like this or what kind of cameras are good for it, different considerations, like I have to use live view, I can't use the optical viewfinder. Interesting, right? Anyway, I have lots of stuff to talk to you about with this later, but for now, I'm gonna go take some photos. Let's fast forward to after I take those photos, and I will share them with you now. Thanks for watching, everybody.